What's up, guys? Sideways, slightly crooked beanie here, aka Manta. Uh, Recently the commentary community has come under fire for not knowing what stress is. Could you believe that? You? Me? I don't know what stress is. Hello? I didn't run a multi-million-dollar event. So her initial issue is that, there was a lawsuit saying that she pocketed the money, right? Over speculation, which is fair. That's fair. I'd be kind of pissed too if someone thinks I'm pocketing money at a charity event, but then continues to go into a rant about no one in the commentary community could handle stress and would quit a 9 to 5 after a week. A bit ridiculous. Later claiming to be on the hate level of Anision. Let's be real here. Christian exists. Literally, fucking hell, even Keffels, bro. And then she goes on to kind of oddly brag about making someone cry because she bitched them out in person. I don't know why you would brag about that or even talk about it in such a light manner. It's kind of fucked up. What are your fans criticizing you and then you make them cry for criticizing you? That's some elementary school bully shit, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But we explained this in the Patreon podcast. This person's lawyer, the shakedown lawyer, used a commentary video, okay, that insinuated, I have to be very careful with my words here because this person will say technically they didn't say that, insinuated that we pocketed money, insinuated that we didn't actually lose money, okay, insinuated that it only costs $100,000 to run an event like this, which is not true, okay? This is in the millions. This event costs in the millions to run. I'm not kidding. It's fucked up, okay? And that all is our responsibility. We took that on because we wanted to do something fun and cool and good for charity and whatever. It is a very expensive event to run. There's a lot that goes on, okay? It's a huge thing. It's a 20,000 seat arena.
Basically in this clip she's going on about how the whole lawsuit with the speculation that they lost money or that the $100,000 went just missing in the court case and everything. Fair. But the one thing is that kind of irks me a tad is that they talk about how essentially they're like, yeah, we wanted to run this. You decided to do this. You're the one who put the stress on yourselves. I get it's for charity and it's a fun event. There are plenty of other ways to run a charity event, and the stresses that you are dealing with are yours and yours alone. That's on you, gamer. That ain't on anybody else. You guys decided to do this. So I just think it's wild that people are like, you don't get this stress. Why'd you put the stress on yourself?
Anyways, the lawyer used the YouTube video to say that this was proof that we were pocketing money. So the point that I was making with that clip that got taken out of context again, or he just didn't understand what I was saying, is that we were in a shakedown lawsuit, and part of the reason why they thought that they could bark up our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event, okay? You have no clue. You don't even know what it's like to clock in and have someone breathe down your neck. So don't tell me how much it costs. $100,000 does not even cost 1/4 of the broadcasting fees. So I don't know what crack these commentary YouTubers are on, but I want some.
Also, if you want to know what drugs I'm on, I'm fent-maxing currently. She's saying here that basically, if you've worked a 9 to 5, you quit in a week if you're a commentary YouTuber. And cried. That's fucking crazy. You're here bitching to your stream about how people just don't get it. Once again, no shit. Most people wouldn't want to put themselves under this amount of stress. If you want to do a charity event, maybe do one that doesn't require, millions of dollars that could fall through, especially when you are being confrontational towards the people in your event. hot take of the century, but yeah, like I said, I would never know this kind of stress of running an entire multi-million-dollar event, because I would never do that. Like, I'm not devaluing your stress. I'm sure it's stressful as shit. But devaluing someone else's stress for working a normal 9 to 5 is a bit wild. Like, you don't know what I have to deal with every night. I don't know what you have to deal with in Creator Clash. That's how it is, you know? But willingly putting yourself in a position to be that stressed out and then blaming the community and being like, you guys don't know what the fuck it's like. That's why. It's so fucking stupid. Like, just meet your brother. Say hi, Rylanor. Okay. Do you know where Rylanor's name comes from? Shout out to you for knowing all about that. But anyway, moving on.
Commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event. Okay? You have no clue. You fuckers that are looking at this right now, I know that you would fucking cry if I said something to you in real life. I know you would cry. How do I know? Because I've done it to one of you fuckers in real life, and you have cried. Ian keeps me, this is the truth, okay? Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm okay with that, because I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash, a tight leash, to be honest, because I am unhinged. I feel like more people hate me than Onision. And maybe it's because I'm in it, like I'm seeing it, but that's what it feels like. It feels like I quit college to become the most hated person on YouTube.
So specifically in this clip, she talks about how commentary YouTubers don't know what it's like to work a 9 to 5 and have someone breathe down your neck. Manta, I work a 9 to 5. I work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. I know what it's like to have people breathing down my neck constantly. And I'm sure many other YouTubers before doing commentary have dealt with the same stress. And devaluing other people's stress is kind of fucked up. Just because you decided to put that amount of stress on yourself does not mean that other people don't know what stress is like. You willingly did this event. You knew what came with this. And then you are victimizing yourself for having issues in a situation that you put yourself in. It's wild to me that the leaps and bounds that you are making essentially are ridiculous. Most people work a 9 to 5, and I know most YouTubers have worked a 9 to 5, or at least some form of job. Anything like fucking, even if it's fucking McDonald's, right? That I would love to see her work a fucking McDonald's job. That shit, oddly stressful. It's a crazy fucking take. Talks about how it's out of pocket for us to assume. Aren't you doing the same thing here? Like, let's be fucking for real, dog. And just currently, like, you are assuming that I couldn't handle this, which, you know, to be fair, I couldn't. I also don't think you could handle my job, and I have a pretty normal job. But I don't think you could handle what I have to do every night in the stresses of what I do. So we gotta appreciate the little, fuck you, yeah, middle school type shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? After the whole working thing, she's now talking about how someone was basically talking to her in real life and was all like, hey, you didn't handle that well. Funny. And then she later bitches them out. And in real life, by the way, it just makes this person cry. You're a shitty person for doing that, right? Handle it with grace. You're a full fucking grown adult. Making people cry because they criticize you is fucking wild, especially on something that you did not handle well by any means. That's, I don't know why you're talking about it in a kind of braggy way. That's a bit odd. You should probably seek some help. Because Jesus fucking Christ, I'm not gonna walk up to somebody ever who's criticized me on a video game and be like, yeah, so you're fucking pussy, and make them cry. What is wrong with you? Like, you're a fucking adult. Like, you're handling it like a fucking middle school child would. This is just fucking crazy. It seems like any form of criticism thrown at them, they handle it like children. I don't get it.
You cried and apologized to me, and you even said that I made you feel like a bitch. And I'm glad that I did, to be honest. More people should do that to you. So,
They're now advocating to bully people and make them cry because they've criticized you is just such a sane take. You know, if it, hey, you got a bully at school, you should walk up to them and make them cry instead of handling it like a normal human being. Yeah, your boss that is critiquing your work ethic and your working, walk up to them and make them cry. Make them feel like a piece of shit. Your parents, even. Your parents say, hey, your grades are dropping. Make them cry. Bully your parents into next year and make them sob. Do it. It's obviously the clear solution. If someone criticizes you, make them cry and bitch them out publicly like a fucking child. It just seems like she's putting herself on this podium of hate, which, I mean, I haven't experienced it, but to be fair, like what some people have handled before. I mean, obviously everyone handles stress, differently. Which, like, it's gonna be one of my main talking points, right? But like, people just in this creator space have handled way more hate, and it's kind of crazy that, I guess, self-victimization, it's a bit wild. At one point she talks about being so hated that she's as hated as Onision. No, Christian Keffels, like, I'm sure there's many more examples I can't think of off the top of my head, but like, you are not that hated. In the self-victimization that you are doing is kind of crazy. It's just because you can see it more, hence why, therefore, it seems like you're just as hated when you're truly not. Um, you're being criticized for an event that failed, lost money, that was a charity event, and then it looked sketchy, essentially, that you and iDubbbz just had some money just disappear. It makes sense. It just, like, in the whole controversy with I can't think of his name right now. Put him up. I don't know. It just seems odd to me that, like, that self comparison is wild. But anyway, that's it for today, I guess. Just Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway, guys, have a good rest of your night or day and stay safe out there. There's a bunch of wackos. Anyway, I'm out.